What's up? My name is Jordan, and right now I'm going to show you guys how I make my beats and just kind of show you my process a little bit. So, I downloaded this cymatics kit and has some nice loops in it, and this is what it sounds like. Okay, usually I pitch down, if I use a sample, I'll pitch it down negative 200 cents. Okay, now that I have, I'll show you my layers that I have. Let me just, okay. So this is a little under melody. I have 3 going. And then I have these pads. And then this little plug. And then lastly, my favorite part of a beat, the bass line. You'll always know if my tag is not in the beat, but you hear that signature bassline sound, sample, whatever, then you know I made it. So yeah, okay, now I'm gonna start adding some drums. Go to my kits folder here. As you can see, I have quite a lot that I've accumulated over the 2 years that I've been doing this. Okay, I just downloaded this as well. This is the Loud Uzi drum kit by Artist. When I do the drums, I start with the clap. I don't start with the heavy stuff yet. I'd like to do that at the end to kind of bring it in, you know? Okay. And I don't have my MIDI plugged in, so I'm just gonna click this. Or just... my beats, I usually do a clap and a snare to kind of give it some extra beats towards the end, you know. So I'm gonna pick one of those now. I'll just copy that. Now I usually do another snare to give some more bounce. Okay, click it in and copy it. And I'm using shortcuts, by the way, and this is on Windows, of course. So shortcut to like copy it and everything, press E to select the little selector tool, then you highlight over it and you do Control B and it'll copy it over. So yeah, now I'm gonna go to the hi-hats. Okay, quick tip. If you have a sound and it starts to like kind of loop on its own, just come to the little like click on it and then unselect use loop points and it'll take care of that. So I'm gonna cheat and I'm gonna come to this mirror kit and go through these different hi-hats. I don't know what I was cut out, so I added some hi-hats and I think that's pretty much it. Oh, if you had to click out of your folder to get back to the folder that you're in, you click on one of the sounds, click, hold, drag it to the little whatever it's called, and then let it go and it'll open it right back up. Okay, so got the hi-hats. Okay, now I'm gonna look for a good kick. Okay, so when my brain is being indecisive, what I'll do is I'll take the ones that are sounding good to me and I'll add them both and then do a pattern on one and copy and paste it to the other one. And usually the kick patterns, when I do it, they'll change as I put in the 808s. And I'm kind of hearing like where I want the song to go, the beat. Quick tip to change the octave: control up arrow to move it once, left or right. You do shift, left, right, up, down. Another thing with patterns, especially the kick and the 808, they do not have to always be one with each other, if that makes sense. Like, you can see how I have just this 808 and there's no, well, you can't even see it really, but there's no kick to go with it, you know. These two go with it, but this one is kind of by itself, you know. So don't be afraid to just like change it up. Copy this over. This one can go up. Okay, so let me say this. Now that I have the 808 set, and since the kick is so, I guess, basic, I'm gonna try to do some special stuff with the 808s to give it a little more flavor. Just the familiar triple 808s going. Okay, so there's that. Okay, perks. Let's see what's in here. I'm not very picky when it comes to perks, but I do like to make sure the sound actually kind of fits with the beat, you know. Now, when you have perks and you're using more than one, you don't want them to be kind of all over the place. You want to make sure that they provide a rhythm in itself, if that makes sense. And I'm not like a pro at mixing or anything, but you want to make sure that they kind of sit tight and kind of fit inside the beat so they're not too in your face or distracting. Okay, I don't know why I always forget to put in an open hat. So yeah, let's see. Don't be afraid to use more than one sound for one sound. Like, you know, you have an open hat, but don't be afraid to use more than one. Okay, I'm gonna arrange this and I will be back. I almost forgot. After you add all of your sounds, to the mixer, make sure you pan them accordingly. For me, it varies. Sometimes I have the sounds that are in the lower frequencies more to the right a little bit, and the higher frequencies to the left, and so forth. You can just kind of play around with it. And also, when you're mixing, make sure all of your melodies and everything have the low ends taken out, and you can boost and lower things. So yeah, I'm gonna pan this out and let the beat play, and yeah, okay.
Oh, Jordan, man.